And I'm gonna actually remove this text. I don't need to see that right now. Honestly, I'm gonna get rid of my video device too. You can see me yappering down there. Right. We're also gonna count as many times as my dash fucks up. So I don't know. This Agni dies, and I don't know how he does that. Pretty early. But I'm not really worried about my teammates. It's more about things that I can be doing in the game uh, to win. So yeah, so my teammates may throw, they may not. So I think we get a kill here, or I wait around a little bit because Bologna pushed the wave instantly. Right, so step up, dash works, easy kill, nothing crazy there. Just kind of doing the normal thing here. Is this okay? Agni didn't die early this game. Maybe that's a different game. That's me trying to figure out my build. What game did Agni die early? Who knows? So they're fighting. Okay. Let's see. When do we see Humbots? So I'm on my backs. Ullr's there. Okay, Humbot shows up as I clear my camp, so I mean, let me see if I can kill this guy. Dash in, missed the dash. Didn't have any abilities up. I was more just kind of peeling for Cupid. Okay. Yeah, I mean, just the timing of that, I don't think there's anything that I can actually do. The whole team just didn't see Humbots for a while. I could have called it, but even then, it's like they were pretty much at their tower when they died. So ping that because I was looking at purple buff and I wanted this. This I just eat the whole Hoonbot's abilities. And then I two to guarantee I get the mitt to survive the new ult. It doesn't. We lose purple for that, so maybe a misplay. But I also did not expect to take my entire health bar from the Hoonbot's abilities, which is kind of crazy because I know he's overtuned as hell, but it is what it is. Control Shift K and Control Shift J. I need to get my hotkeys down. So there's farm up on the right side of the map. I'm just kind of wandering around. Just clearing waves. We try to kill him. And then yeah, let's go back real quick. Pretty sure I get body blocked by the minions here. Yeah, so yeah, I do. I think that initial jump goes over minions, and that right there obviously did not. So a misplay. He definitely dies if we're able to get close to him, because he does not have beads. He has blink, I'm pretty sure. wish I kept it up a little bit longer to see. Let's Control Shift K. Dude, look at me. Agni dies again. I could back for a full item. I'm hoping that's what I did. Looking to invade. I should be backing. Okay. Yeah, it's fine. I mean, I don't think it's really too important to be that nitpicky. But, you know, I did technically miss some time to farm there by waiting for a gank. A little too long. Once I saw that fog nearby, I knew she wasn't anywhere nearby. That I could have killed her. Looking for yellow here. See Dan's. Getting away the rocket. Yeah, I mean, that's clean. It's about as clean as you get with that. Me knowing... Oh, okay. Actually, I kind of want to watch this fight. This fight was interesting. So did I got rooted? Because I thought the dash was a little weird. So I start my 2. Nuwa hears it. Oh, I just missed her. That would have been ideal. So she scepters me and blinks. I mean, that's just well played on her part. That's kind of cool. I was a little confused there, I'm gonna be honest. I did miss my reflection, my 2, but I wasn't really looking for the kill there. I was more looking for the invade. So I probably could have done both if I positioned better. I definitely could have done both if I positioned better, but missing that 2 is the difference between dying and living there. And then I got a little confused with her play. Because, I mean, it was nice. I wasn't expecting the Jade Scepter. Just another fight in mid. Sobek died a lot this game. I dash in with no anything. Kind of a nothing fight. I was looking for a trade there, but pretty rare to find one when you have the and to blink away from the bats. I know my ult's coming up, so I chase him here, and then once I see the Ymir come to cut him off, there's really nothing left to do there. Speed's coming up, good back. Nothing really to do. Ping where I think the bats is, so Cupid doesn't die. Now I see them getting aggressive, but I mean, I have farm up, so it's not really worth me. As a jungler, you can't just be everywhere, you know? Like, you have to farm, and if they're up there, but they're not doing anything. Dash on the Uller. So right here, we should have gone to gold. And that was the call I made. But Cupid and Sobek wanted to fight more. Hoombots comes in, does what Hoombots does, and now we can't do gold anymore. So, like, I mean, this is the kind of stuff that people think, like, you know, oh, it's unwinnable, my teammate's diffed. And that was a bad play on their part, but I think looking back at it with Hoombots being so close, even if we started Gold Fury, the chances of us doing it with his ult up and we not having any CC immunity, we don't even get gold there. We should have tried, but it was really just we got 2 kills and nothing happened. Well, it's definitely a more of a high percentage maneuver if they come faster because our burn's pretty good. with my aura and my passive plus Cupid having chin size already built. I think he may have just finished that though, but either which way. Here, I'm just trying to get a kill. That's just pointless. That was dumb. This is definitely kind of a tilt play, which you gotta be cool headed here. Bologna gets picked. I know Ullr's over here for sure. So then I see both of them at the totem. I don't have my ult up. And dashing in there, I mean, that's just me trying to get a kill back. I don't think there's an opportunity to get a kill there almost ever. Just kind of dumb play. A little tilted play. It happens. With us being even, not the worst play in the world, or not just dumb. It's a dumb play, bad play. What I was thinking is if we're like behind, that's kind of a play I'd try to make, just because sometimes you have to try to get one back. But that's a couple times that I just haven't been paying attention to my cooldowns, and it's costed me. It's kind of limited my kill potential. So here I'm trying to join this fight, and we do get bats here, so worth for the shutdown. My ult's up here. And then here's another just dumb, stupid play. I was out and I turned back around. Ymir had literally no cooldowns left, and I saw that. I'm pretty sure I saw him use all of the abilities. That's not what I want. So here comes Dan's ult. I ult immediately the freeze. His ult's down, his wall's down, and I just turn back around. Oh, dude, I'm trolling too. That's just stupid. That's two stupid plays in a row. Those two deaths there are really bad. We could have gone to gold. And I said something there that's kind of interesting because a lot of the times when I play Ama, and this is earlier in Smite 2, I was playing Ama tank a lot. So I just kind of didn't get in the mindset of glass cannon. And I was playing the game like I could tank a lot of stuff. And I think it shows in those past two fights where I was playing that aggressive. Because that definitely could have been turned into a Gold Fury pretty easily. Getting 2 picks in mid, Cupid still being alive, and me being alive. That's a Gold Fury portal, I think, if we stay alive. Let's keep it moving. You notice I check builds a lot when I play. It's one of the easiest things to do that improves your game sense and awareness. I think it's a little bit more important when you're playing a guardian, like a tank, a frontliner, because a lot of the times your builds are going to change to counter build, and if you see people building crit, you want to go spectral, etc. But it's still a pretty good habit to get into. Cupid was, yeah. He dashed into me. It's unlucky for him, lucky for me. But Cupid's kind of starting to get tilted. This was a crazy call. So I saw, go back on the map a little bit. Agni calmed to me that Danzaburo was ulting him. And so I knew that he wasn't anywhere nearby. And Ullr was dead. So I think at worst this is a 3v2. And Cupid gave his eyes on Humbots for a while, which is helpful. That was just very close. I think it's a good gold pool. I wish Cupid would have come with us instead of doing what he did. He also died without taking the Bats ult, which he should never be dying to Humbots without his ult. I don't know if he dashed at him or some dumb stuff, but I'm a little confused in the call, but especially in Smite 2 right now, they've changed it so they're a little bit tankier as the game goes on, but their objectives are not tanky. if you have two or three people on the map and one of them's a hunter, I think gold is almost always able to be pulled, especially if you see one of their players on the other side of the map. So that's why I called it. I just aggressive gold calls are pretty much always worth it, I think. We did end up flipping the coin a little bit because we don't really have secure, but they don't either. They just have Ymir versus Sobek secure. But he wasn't charging it up, so either which way, even if that goes poorly, I think you stick by it. I think I kind of lost the build in the middle of this game too. Like I had ideas and I just wasn't doing what I thought I was gonna do. Um, like I'm just gonna try and I just walk it to Ymir. I don't think I ever kill him there. It's just more of a posture thing, but Bologna gets picked there, and I don't know. We see three and right, so I do my best to peel the Humbots, but he gets to teleport off of the Agni Dash. But I know his cooldowns are down, so at least we get one out of it. I dropped the Nagas to try and peel. Uh, let's kind of run that back. So he just called Danzo's alts down. Doesn't really give me any info. Bologna should know here. Ymir's nearby, and she shouldn't be fighting, but she does anyway. Can't do anything about that. Just a lot of aggressive play for no reason in this game. So we pull this just to get some gold, team gold. The egg. So right here. He plucks Ymir, but I'm focused on the Humbots because I know that we need Agni if we're going to have any chance at this fight with them having all of their big damage dealers here. Ullr's here, Nuwa's here, Humbots is here, so I try to keep Agni alive. Dash at him. And it just doesn't pan out. I think he teleports with my silence though. Okay, so it went away. It's a pretty quick silence, but he dashes unfortunately into the entirety of the enemy team. Thought process there was probably just to get to Sobek, but and then you just get chased down by this Ullr here. Ymir freezes. The wall gives you a slow now, I think, but not really anything you can do about that. Kind of insane that we're dying so much. I don't get it. We're just not grouping as good as they are, and that's kind of going to be the theme for the next 20 minutes of the game. So what could I have done in that fight better? I don't. There's not really anything you can do because Agni gets caught out there by the Humbots. I think maybe you could hold your dash there, but you can't be sure what your mid laners are going to do. You can't read their minds. So had I known he was going to dash away, I mean, maybe I could dash to him, but either which, there's nothing you can really do about that. They just play better than us. And that happens sometimes. So let's skip ahead a little bit. It's me whining about the team comp. I think we knew Humbots was coming, right? This wasn't like a last pick or anything. He was their first pick. And for us to not pick CC immunity on our characters as much as possible is kind of a mistake. So I beads that there. Like I out trade him here, and he knows that, but they've just been so grouped all game. The only thing I will say here is I should have had my hand on my 4 key. I should have ulted right here. It's just better to ult because it's a quicker cooldown than this Talisman of Purification. If I ult there, I potentially kill him because I'm able to chase him down in my ult. but still don't think it's really a difference maker. So I dash here. I silence him so he can't jump away. That's good. Alt. I was thinking about trying to get the new Waba with Ymir there, and yeah, I just couldn't get through. Another dash in on the Ymir. Take a lot of damage there. I don't know what that was from. So I see Nuwa. She's in her ult, so I figure I just turn and we kill Ymir here. Oh shit. Oh shit. Double shit. So we take 160 from that. Okay, Ymir, I got cloned. Stop fighting, dude. Let's just do objectives. It's a Ymir and a Nuwa. It's not worth it. Bot's gonna come in and fuck us up with his ult. So you heard me say it there. Maybe it's pretty low, but I was trying to calm to my team that we need to do objectives more because like we got to pick on Uller there. We have 3 people there. We're standing on Pyro. We need to be doing objectives here, and we saw Bologna rotating, so she can do some zone work there. But instead, what we're doing is we're plucking a Ymir who does have spectral armor, who is very tanky at level 17. He's the same level as our Cupid and me. So we're plucking a tanky man into our backline and we're trying to burst him down when we really have no business doing that. What we should be doing is me and Cupid should be going to an objective, whether that's gold, whether that's pyro, um, doesn't matter. But we should have been doing objectives almost all game. I think we've had 2 or 3 opportunities where we could have pulled objectives and done them, but instead we've just kind of chased kills and gotten 2 for 1 or traded in pretty bad ways. I'm thinking about my build. I go for the basic XE. I've honestly not built XE much in this game, so I'm not sure if it's really that good when I'm kind of playing as a tank or a jungler who isn't really hitting their front line all that much. But I'm trying to look at the Uller gank here. I blink over it, and that's where, okay, so that's another bug here. This is the first time it's happened. I felt like it happened a lot more, but I'm just not really sure what this is. I'm gonna mute this. The sound is terrible. So he jumps over, I blink, dash, and it just teleports you back. And so now I have no chance in hell in chasing this guy down. What was that dash? What was that dash? Yeah. The other thing I've started trying to do more consciously as I've been playing the game more is use my blink less. Here I just pull gold. I mean, that's nothing. But blink is on a 240-second cooldown. That's a long fucking time. You cannot blink willy-nilly. You have to save it for important stuff. So to blink over the wall, that's fine. I think that's good. He had no jump. But sometimes you just gotta hold blink, you know? There's that Jade Scepter push again. She was doing that to me all game. It was pretty cool. I mean, it was nice tech. This Nuwa's build was very good at making sure I was not able to play the game. And I just never adjusted to it. I'm not sure how to adjust to it, to be honest. It's my first time seeing it. So I have to close the gap with Dash because I don't have Blink. So she scepters me away. And then I have to ult to try and close distance, but with Danzaburo being right there and their whole team collapsing on me on the map, I just can't commit to that fight anymore. It's just well played. I mean, you can definitely tell I'm a little tilted this game. Getting Jade Sceptered away a couple times in a match is enough to drive a man wild for sure. So right now, taking they're on gold, another objective pool. This is literally just Danzaburo. I didn't know that at the time. I thought it was Uller, Danzaburo, and maybe Nuwa, but it was literally just him bouncing with his clones. It was, I mean, it was well played again. I've never seen him do that before. It's not something I thought of, but it is kind of cool that Danzaburo can do stuff like that. Um, so I was just trying to steal it there, but it's pretty low chance. So my call, I think, was Fire Giant, or I thought about Fire Giant. I may just teleported to be over here in case they pulled it. Can't really remember. But now we start the next 10 minutes where it's really just us not grouping and doing anything. Like Cupid's down here. And we noticed it throughout the game. Like we weren't like starting fights and thinking, oh, you know, Cupid will be here. He just simply was not playing with us. And it was tough to kill things because the only thing Sobek was plucking was Ymir. And we did not have our carry there to do anything to kill him. So I see bots here. We're calling to Cupid to not fight. Um, you know, I understand his viewpoint here. So Cupid is seeing these guys here, and then I think Uller and bots show up, right? And he sees Ymir here alone, and he's like, we should be killing the Ymir. He's alone, he's out of position, which would be fine if we were all right here. But us being back here, like we don't get it's a foot race and we lose that because these two are in the very back. These guys can go through the door if they really want to, but they'll just cut down here and they'll cut us out. They'll meet us in the middle, and we're not really winning fights right now. So it's just kind of it's not a good call. But you know, I did what we could. We calmed it. We tried to make sure it was like calmed. He just didn't listen. I was trying to get Sobek to pluck the bats there because he was forward and we could have killed him. I'm looking to blink over the wall here to help peel. Oh, there's another bug. It's just squealed. Let's check this bad boy out. So, you know, I know the team fight's happening here, but if I can keep Cupid alive, we may be able to win it. So there's the dash. Perfect hits him, and it just goes backwards. I don't know if it's something with the animation or it's because it's close range, it pushes her back. But I should be right on top of this Uller right now, and I'm just not. But he jumps away anyway, so it's like it's annoying that this is happening, but it's not the reason we're losing this game. Make this ability fucking work. So here I am. I'm looking at Danzaburo here. He's kind of out of position. I get his blink. I Helm of Darkness here to maybe try and find something clean. All I end up finding is the Hun bots, which high priority target, but he used his ult anyway, so it's not like I was able to kill him before he did anything like that. And then they target switched to me. I stepped out of position. Me coming back here, I see Agni. I'm trying to kind of group with him. And this is just it's a good Danzaburo ult. I shouldn't have left my team. But that's really more of a hindsight thing. I had no idea this guy had his ult up. And as I saw him is when he used it, so there's really not much I can do about that one. So now the rest of the team fight happens. I think we lose it. This Nuwa was full damage, so trades did not work in our favor. It's really hard to win team fights when it takes 1-for-1 to kill people because they always have 4 or 3 of the characters behind them that are doing insane amount of damage. Cupid types, we're kind of I got my message block. I think I said kill. Voice chat's kind of insane. Yeah, so they're on fire. Cupid goes left. We try to go to fire to defend it. But with them all being there grouped up, there's not really anything to do about that. So the enemy team gets fire. I wish Cupid... I know I'm harping on the Cupid. This isn't what it's supposed to be about, but he's kind of influencing a lot of the decisions I'm making. with the way he's playing the game. So I think it's important for that context. I'm not trying to shit talk the guy, but it's a team game, and you have to look at your teammates to make decisions. You can't just expect to win games fully solo all the time. You have to play with your team. So I'm backing here. I have Xe. Uh, we're just kind of grasping for anything here. Nuwa alt is chunking for 700 every like 20 seconds. It's a pretty dire situation here. I don't think there's much else left to say. I'm just gonna kind of speed through it here and see. So I Helm of Darkness here. Oh, actually, this is probably our last good chance at a fight here. So let me see what I did here. So I step out and I see they're split on the map, and I want to try to defend our left Phoenix because it is the most valuable Phoenix. It's the farthest away from Fire Giant, so it's the hardest to defend Fire Giant and your Titan at the same time. But, and we did get a pick. I missed that. I didn't see how that happened. So, with them being alone here, I think I Helm of Darkness for some reason. And Bots is there. I dash at him. I do okay damage, but I'm really trying to kill this Dan's. He'll do the most tower damage, but I didn't commit to my team, really. Cupid had just backed for some reason. Okay, so he's half health right here, assuming Uller hit him. So I Darkness to look for Uller, and then I turn around. So I wasn't really focused on this. Dash in. I'm doing no fucking damage to this guy. And then get an ult. Get 2, but Dan's has his ult and I die. So how can I play that differently? Well, number one, I think I calm that better in hopes that my team rotates on time. But even then, you know, it's a risk. And then Agni got hit. He backed. I thought he was closer to me, but I think he had to dash away from Danzaburo abilities, so I didn't have that artillery mage damage I was counting on. So I think the best thing to do is I just have to calm that better. And then maybe use my Helm of Darkness. I think I still had some time on it. Let me see. So I use it here. I have about 4 seconds. And yeah, I just dash in when I have 2 seconds on that. I did not have to do that. That's probably the misplay that cost me the most, I think. And he does almost die. Yeah, okay. So you got to pay attention to that. You know, your actives, I had 2 seconds. I could have closed the gap. I may have not had to dash into the Hoon bots, or even better, I could have dashed onto the Danzaburo, who was kind of my target from the start. So saving my dash there is the difference between that kill, because if you look at him, he has like 1 HP by the time it's all said and done. I hit him pretty hard. Yeah, I mean, that's 1 HP of damage right there. That's 1 dash. Excuse me. So I just misplayed my active timer. I mean, what? You see, I'm kind of tilted about that, but I was blaming my teammate when really it was my fault. Um, I was the guy. I should have been there. I should have played my abilities better. And I don't buy Helm of Darkness too much. I like the item. I buy it when I can. Truly, I think it's really cool. It replaces Blink for backliners for me. Like if I'm playing a Cab or a Geb solo, I think Helm of Darkness is kind of valuable. It also helps you go through walls, which is why I bought it this game. But in general, I don't think it wasn't really that good of a buy this game. I should have bought another strength item. I should just try to do more damage and just had beads as my tank item. But that's hindsight, Harry. That's nor here nor there. So we got another fight. I don't really see anything here. I don't want to force it because there's nothing really to do. Fire Giant's not up yet. We have our Phoenix is up, so we're not really in a position that we need to try and fight this. So we're just chilling. Um, trying to find some farm or some. I'm trying to find a flank here. So at this point, I'm kind of realizing that I am not tanky and I'm not doing enough damage to burst them. You know, it's very lackluster. The build isn't kind of doing what I thought I was gonna do, and the aspect isn't really working for me. It's my first game on it, so you know maybe it's good. I just didn't play it right. But here I'm like, okay, I can flank. I want to try and find the Nuwa because she's doing a shit ton of damage. Um, so that's kind of my thought process here. I'm kind of moving around, but they just do not go near me at all. You know, they're always on the opposite side. I try to cut around to maybe catch someone here, but there's just nothing. And then you know they blink forward and they chase the team down. Like I just wasn't at this fight at all. And now Ullr's here. I don't trust the 1v1, so I don't take it. I know the team is right there. But this is a good time to chase. I go deep here. So here's probably another key moment here that I think I probably messed up pretty bad. No one's making comms. I blink into Dan's and yeah. I try to beads the pool there. I don't think I did this consciously. I think I was trying to beads like the minion stun. And it's a boosh beads, man. That's unlucky. And at that point I'm dead. Ymir cut my team off. I just went a little too deep. I think having to invest the blink there and then dash means that I'm just too far away from my team. Too far forward at that point for them to be able to make a play and follow up. But I will say the Nuwa did make a good play there. I think I killed a Danzaburo if I don't get Jade Sceptered like that. So again, she got value off that item. It was a good pickup with me being an auto attack jungler like that. So well played to her, but I was still just a little bit too far forward. I mean, it's his fucking clones too, dude. They're blocking me. I don't think the clones did anything there. And then we get to the point our team is they're dying. You know, they're not getting away. Agni's running. I'm back alive. Just trying to make sure Agni lives, but got those clones. Bots gets plucked into the back line. I see the Ullr. Okay, this was the other thing that confused me. Like, where was she at? Okay, so she's in the back line there. So she just walks around, I guess? No, she's right there. She literally just goes back through the door to ult, maybe? Okay. So then I dive in. I don't dagger Frenzy right away. I should have done that before I dove. What is this Nuwa doing, man? Yeah, she's again there to peel for her carries. That's she was able to do that a lot. They were positioning around her very well. Whether it was intentional or not, I'm sure that the Nuwa had some idea what she was doing, but all three Phoenixes down. We're kind of scrambling here. At this point, the only thing you can do is try and flip a Fire Giant, which I try to look for that flank again. And I try to find Nuwa. That's like my target. But the fight just happens all around me, and you know, Ullr jumps forward and towards his team instead of away, which is what he should do, and then that's just the game. Yeah, so that's just a game. Kind of a frustrating one. I feel like there were a couple contributing factors to the loss. That mid game, those two deaths in a row for stupid reasons, those stupid fights I was taking, definitely helped us not do anything important. So clean that up. It's a different look. I didn't calm in key moments like with that Phoenix push. I think if I calm better, and use my abilities better. I was dashing in a lot, which is not something you can do as a not tanky person. It's not really something you do as a tanky person past like 20 minutes. So for me to be dashing in as much as I was definitely wasn't helping the team. I think the build was kind of ass. I think I should have gone like a Braggies instead of Frenzy. I didn't use Dagger or Frenzy all that well. So I think there are a lot of things I could have done better, but they also did have some really nice plays in the backline that stopped me from really being effective. I think all around takeaways is Ama is still bugged. Probably shouldn't play her, but if you do, um, this is not the build to do. And then you got to be careful about just dashing into people. You just got to play your life better. I think of my deaths, probably let's go 5 of them could have been avoided. Yeah, I mean that's kind of all I got for this one. Interesting to look at. I'm gonna take a look at this cab game I did after this one. I think my early game was pretty ass, so I want to take a look at that. So come back next time for that. Um, feel free to leave me your thoughts in the comments about Ama's new aspect, the build, just kind of in general what you saw. But thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.